Welcome back to STL TV Live. I'm Sarah Bernard, and joining me in the studio now is Jenna Imergoot, who is the president and founder of Breakdown St. Louis, and one of her team members, Meagan Broadfield. So Breakdown St. Louis is an organization you guys have been around for about 7 years.
That's correct.
Doing amazing things, bringing an important message to high school students. And I understand you've got a waiting list from high schools around the community.
We do. Last year we had about 40 different schools that were on our waiting list. So we're booking for the next 2 years currently.
Wow. Okay, so why are you guys so popular? What's going on?
Well, I feel that we are very unique in our approach. There are a lot of programs out there that that typically have an adult standing up there lecturing to teens, and sadly, many teens think that adults can't relate to them.
So what are you talking about? What's the message that you're giving these teens?
It's about making healthy, positive choices on all those tough subjects: sex, drugs, alcohol, date rape, suicide, self-harm, bullying, all the things that our teens face on a regular basis.
Mm-hmm. So teens in St. Louis are actually facing all these issues.
Yes, definitely.
Okay,
Sadly.
and so you're going out to the schools, but you're bringing the message in kind of a unique way. Meagan, why don't you tell us a little bit about what you guys do?
Well, the way that we present it is about an hour-long performance, and it involves drama, dances, video testimonies, live speakers, and statistics. And it's all very interactive and very high energy, so it catches your attention very quickly. And it resonates with the high schoolers because it's in the type of media that they're so exposed to often.
Okay, so it's like a multimedia presentation
Yes.
with actual high school students who have to be a part of this through an audition process.
Yes.
It's pretty demanding, apparently. Okay, so how does that work?
We have an annual audition in the spring typically, and the students come. There's actually three stages of the audition, as well as interviews and references that they have to go through, and they have to sign a year contract.
Okay.
And so,
so Jenna, why did you start Breakdown St. Louis?
Well, I was one of those students that needed to hear this message, and I made probably every poor choice that there was out there to make. And becoming an adult and being kind of on the other side of it, I just realized that I didn't have anyone to help me navigate those things. And in looking around, being on the other side of it, and being a parent and a coach and a volunteer in the community to teens, just realized that there was no programs that were out there and effective. So I saw Breakdown actually in Hollywood. I started in Arizona, and I just knew right away that was something I wanted to bring to St. Louis.
So it was sort of a format that had already been started on the West Coast, and you saw an opportunity here.
Absolutely.
So was it hard to get it off the ground, or did you find a receptive audience?
Well, people thought I was crazy first, but once they saw it, and I always tell people I could sit here and talk for 2 hours about how amazing it is, but until you see it, you just don't realize how powerful it is. So I kind of built it first, but then once people started to see it, they started to buy into it.
So, and you were a dancer, professional dancer?
I was, yes.
So how did that play a part in what you ended up doing with Breakdown?
I was very, I think looking back and just all the different experiences that I've had in my life, I can see how they're all being used, and I just was very comfortable with being on stage and being in very different situations that all led straight to being able to put this together.
Okay, and Meagan, you are a college student now.
Yes.
But you spent how many years of high school with Breakdown?
I spent 2 years in high school and now my first year in college, a part of Breakdown St. Louis.
So you're planning to continue
Yes.
bringing this message to students who are now younger than you. But how do you feel that it has influenced your decision making?
Wow, I can't even talk about for very long how all of the things that it's impacted my life. It's such an influence on the way the friends that I choose or the choices that I make and the people that I hang out with. Although I hang out with people from all ends of the spectrum, whether they're making positive choices or not, I'm much more confident in the decisions that I make and talking to people who aren't necessarily making positive choices and promoting and talking to them about why they should make positive choices and why they shouldn't just go with the flow. So it's given me a lot of inside information on how I can talk to students and influence them in that way as well.
Okay, it's excellent, and I want to come back. We're going to come back in a minute. I want to talk about how you hold these teens accountable who are on stage performing. So we're going to take a quick break. There's a lot more to talk about, including a public performance coming up that everyone can be a part of. So we do need to take a break. Jenna and Megan are going to be here when you come back, so stay with us. We have one more segment with them. Remember to keep up with STL TV and all the great events going on around St. Louis. Friend us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And you can always watch us streaming live on STLTV.net. We'll be right back.